Hey guys and gals, let's build the Nightmare Shark Ship by LEGO Dreamzzz. This is set number 71469. Contains, I think, 1,389 bricks, retails for $139.99. And this set was provided by the LEGO Group for early review. And yeah, I have to read all that off every time. So this is going to be one of many installments. Here's the manual. I already have bag one keyed up. And the other bags off to the side, and there's 14 bags in total, well, if you want to count the bulk bag. And we have a set of print work. Not a lot of stickers for the size of this set, and already went through the parts, the part explorations on the main channel if you want to take a look at that. And yeah, I wasn't too thrilled with the parts. But that doesn't mean the build's going to be bad. And this manual's thick, so I wonder how much of this is fluff and puff. And just by looking at the rainbow color here, we're going to have to split this off into green or blue, and I'm just going to pick the blue theme. Okay, let's build it. Let's start with bag one. And there is a lot of gloomy parts in this set. But I'm always down for something new. And hoping everything is split up evenly in the set. And I think there's 4 regular minifigures, Z-Blob, and 2 voodoo doll things. Alright, this book has some graphic stuff in it. And now we got to build this guy here. Let me read her name off for indexing purposes here. So this is a theme I'm not really familiar with. So here we have Nova, and then we're building Snivel, I believe. Okay. So before we can get to any of the fun stuff, we're going to have to build all the boring stuff first. And a little voodoo doll base, and yeah, I'm kind of tired today, and today's the 22nd of June 2023, early in the morning before I have to fix up for work, and we're not done with that yet. And so this is, I'm hoping this build's a little bit more exciting than what I've been putting together. So far this is the third set I put together, and out of 3 of these, only one's been pretty nice. The second one I did was kind of not too cool, and I'm hoping this one's going to be a fun one, but I don't know, just the colors alone kind of deter me from it. Yeah, that's him. And now we can start building some big stuff. I think it's just one big massive build, so that's what we're going to be doing. Okay. And I'm going to start finding all the parts. So if you like a lot of black and dark gray pieces, here you go. But just to warn you, this is not a colorful build by any means. So if you're looking for something that's got a lot of pop and color and stuff like that, you will be disappointed. And why didn't we stick a 2x4 in here? Oh, I see why. And yeah, I'm just kind of tired, but I got to get a lot of stuff done today and stuff like that. So I figured let's do at least the first 5 bags in this installment. I already, Jay, why do you accept these if you're not interested? Because you don't know what the build's going to involve at all. I don't know. when I get a set, it looks interesting on the box, and then when you build it, you just don't know. But once I accept it, I have to fulfill my duties. I can't just rage quit and say, okay, I give up. Because that's not only wasting my time, but it's wasting Lego's time from sending these to me. So I can't just do that. So I kind of want to see what this ship is about, which I'm hoping it's something fun. I'm hoping it's going to be a very durable build, but as you saw on the manual here, that's what we're going to be building. And yeah, I'm putting off tutorials for this. Frowny face, I know. I got a vehicle I'd like to build, and I have to try to see if I can get one going here. One lesson I have learned is when I go to bed, turn off the Wi-Fi. That gives everybody a hint. Hey, I'm sleeping. I don't want you to keep me up all night. And it does work too. So I'm like, okay, time for bed. What I do, because you can't have access to it because it's in a locked room or in a locked server cage. So I just pull the cord, and that stops that. I had somebody comment, "Oh, I'm glad you're not my dad or uncle." I'm like, oh, yeah, it's just to, you know, I'm kind of used to, you know, being by myself. I was set in my own ways, and everything kind of just came down on me. Oh, I thought we were stacking plates upon plates. No, we're not. And 3 tiles. Oh, it's these. Okay. At least the set comes with the brick separator, and I'm going to show you something here. You got to do it like this. I don't know how critical that is, but look in the manual. These are pretty close to the same color, these tiles right here. You have to really look close and notice the difference. So yeah, that's, I don't know. And the big tooth goes right here, closest to the right-hand side. Okay. Alrighty. Got a couple of rants, but sometimes some people don't like them, so I try not to say too much. So if you hear me quiet, that probably means my mind is going into rant mode. I still need to get that pesky haircut, but that's always like a chore. And boy, pressing down on that hurts. Those teeth are pretty sharp for what they are. But yeah, I got to get that done. It's just gathering time anymore. It's just, everything's just been taking up time, work, and then doing these set reviews. Get one of those. I can use these for awnings and stuff. But I kind of wish I can just send them back and say, oh, I'm not interested in these. Lego doesn't take back things unless you buy it like a consumer type thing. You know, my nephew doesn't get out of bed till like 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And I'm going to be doing some nasty work projects over the summer. I'm like, dude, enjoy the internet because it'll be off half the time. well, why do you have to turn it off? I said, because I need those two connections to be secure, and I don't want to have it on Wi-Fi. You know, and so I mean, and I just kind of thought you guys wanted to stay at home all summer. You know, that's what you're getting. I get to work and have, at least I have something to do. Yeah, this is kind of questionable here. This is kind of, this thing is just, I'm going to be honest, it's just ugly. Can't wait to see what it looks like in person, just so I can laugh at it. Yeah, this is not a thrilling build at all. So far I've been building it. I can't really judge it. I've just started, but just by building part of this so far, I'm kind of, I don't know, at least it's got a little bit of color in it, but I was going through the parts, I was just snubbing my nose. I said, honestly, guys and gals, these colors in this just look bland, you know. And okay, you're going to have to skip 2 studs here before I commit. Yeah, as long as they're even at that corner there. I first thought that was going to go up against that. Well, I thought this would go here. No, it doesn't. Maybe there's something else that gets attached there. We got a Technic hole that's open, so I don't know. Yeah, I've been looking at places to go this summer. And unless you book 6 months in advance, the heydays of spur of the moment trips are just gone. Everybody wants you to book a reservation early. Well, I don't know what I'm doing in 6 months. 6 months is going to be December. Usually I'm busy that month. Well, no, I'm not. If I'm doing a side job, but I'm off that month. So I'm not worried. Ooh. Yeah. The bags are divided up in such a way, though, that there's only about 100 pieces per bag. There's, you know, like, I think 1398 bricks. And there's 14 bags, so I'm assuming about 100 pieces per bag. And it's not too terribly bad. And the reason being is because that's only 100 parts. It's like picture putting 100 poly bags together. That's essentially what we're doing. And this goes here. Yeah. 2 round bricks in this. Sometimes I'll use the bricks to hold in some cross axles and stuff. And we're almost done with this whole step here. All right. And yeah, I'm not so far, I don't know, I'm kind of mixed emotions. I've just started the build, but if this was bright and cheerful, like friend sets I can easily do like commentary on, but this one I don't know, unless you're supposed to dream of nightmares. But I mean, I don't know. I think this goes here. Let's see. Yeah, 'cause it's even with the top here. No, it's not. It's up a little higher. And, well, that's what we have remaining for bag 1. All right, let's reach over and grab bag 2 right here and see what we can do now. See how exciting this is going to be. Okay. Alrighty. I'm starting off with one piece. So, and I think we're going to have to tie some stuff in here. So we're going to have to get all the nasty, boring things done on this step. Probably will throw in all the stickers in with it too. Alrighty. And my apologies if I'm just tired, so I'm not talking much. Yeah, but I got a bunch of other sets. Whoops, I only have 10 right now, but I'm supposed to have 19 in total. So, I think this is probably the largest out of all of these. And yes, you do get dark pink Technic bricks. Okay, I think that goes, yes, it does go there. All right. But I usually don't count the sets until they're here. So like right now I only have 10 sets that I have to go through. And yeah, you got to put that piece on top there. And I think I don't know, maybe I forgot to mention this actually has stud launchers. Oh, it's always not fun, huh? The parents are really gonna love picking that stuff up. They'll blame me going, Jay, how dare you? Oh. That's why the parents have to watch the reviews instead of skipping and watching all the tutorials. And this set does have some large bricks, but a lot of medium and small. I just hope this is at least a robust build. I hope it's not flimsy and flaky and all that stuff. So that's one thing I'm looking for right now. Are we building duplicates here or just one? Oh, that's the thing with the string. Oh, wow. At least we don't have to tie it, but still. Oh. Yuckaroo. Yeah, I gotta do that, huh? Just get that string thing out of the way. Actually, I need these palisade bricks in white. Set does have a couple of them though, so I can use those. And 5 stud long. Okay, so the string is in here. And what you do is we have to find an in and undo it. There's a spot here you stick it in. I think you just shove it in like this. Goes in the little hole it's supposed to go through. And I gotta pick that up. Means I gotta start the string all over again. How do they want that done here? Oh, it is tied. Yeah. They have the newer ones that you don't have to tie, but this one you do. One way to keep these from coming apart is take some like Tite Bond or Elmer's wood glue, and you can just tie it together. Yeah, these things could be a real bitch to tie. Well, for me anyways. And when I'm done with them, I just take them apart as best I can, and then that's it. Yeah, I have a feeling this is going to be a very boring summer in terms of building themes like this that are just kind of miserable. But we had a lot of fun with this. Well, I got that. Oh, there we go. All right. Now it wants me to coil it up, but I'm going to put it in there first because it'd be easier to do. And it's pretty loose. All right, we need a tile and one of these bricks. The reason why I'm putting it on there now like that is so then I can just come in here and coil it up. It looks like the string's on the top. Let's do it like this then here. Yeah. Yeah, if you're not into I know there's going to be, probably Janet probably won't like this too much. But yeah. You know, some especially guys, they think I'm weird or strange for liking the Friends sets, but at least I can do more with them. These are kind of like too custom for me. They're not generic. Everything's got a name and stuff like that. I don't need that anymore. And then that gets set. Right. Oh, right here. That's where it told me right there. Oh, okay. I just gotta make sure we have some string here that's kind of flopping around. All right. Okay, you're not done with tying stuff in yet. You know what you got to do now? We're not done yet. So I did this wrong. I got to pull that out, and then I'm going to go downwards. See, you don't know until you get to all this, because I have to fish the string into this Technic brick, and after that we got to tie it to a grappling hook. I'm just going to pull this out and do it like this. It'd be a lot easier. So step 30 something up to 41, you're going to be doing this. It's yeah, I can tell you right now, what's the age limit for this anyways? 10 plus? Yeah, I don't think a 10-year-old's going to have a lot of patience putting the strings on things. And just think, because I got to put stickers on stuff too. And yeah, I got to get that through that little hole. That's one way to say, hey, we know you have a vision impairment. Let's make it harder for you here. And I do. I mean, kind of. Well, they got it fused at the end. Okay, I got it on there. I got it there. But I'm just going to half bake this because, like I said, when I'm done with these reviews, I take this stuff apart. I don't really keep it. I'll save the strings and stuff too. Just I didn't know that the bag or the first installment is going to be a pain. But there it is. Yeah, finally got that done. 20 minutes later. All right. Now we can proceed on building with actual bricks. I didn't know we were going to do some sewing here today. And then this goes right here. All right. Make sure that actually works. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me we're building another one of these. We're going to have to tie another string on it. There was only one, so. When I first initially saw the reveal of this, and I thought, well, this doesn't seem too bad, you know. But yeah, I'm wrong. Reviewing this, I'm going to be honest, I don't think a lot of people are going to watch the reviews on this here. Oh, we're not done with that yet. We got more. At least it's not a string, but still. Yeah, you're going to be doing some Technic too. If you're not a fan of Technic, well, okay, they want it on the fat side here. I don't know how critical this is, but, and then you shove it through. I think this is supposed to be for some features or something, like has some actions you got to do. Yeah, I just got to do bags 1 through 5, and then later on we'll do 6 through 10, and then after that will be whatever, you know. Did I miss a part here? Yeah, there's supposed to be a plate. Yeah, I hear my nephew repeating the same phrase over and over and over again. That's kind of getting on my nerves. I don't think you can hear it, but yeah. Like I was told, don't worry about it. Okay. The report card says otherwise. All right. Yeah, I did see on the news, so they say math scores here are really bad, and I'm like just in general, and I just shook my head thinking how. I mean, I know some people are just not math people. I'm a math nerd, so just like computers, if you're into computer programming, math should just come naturally to you. Unless you're into well, depends on what kind of graphics designer you're in. If you're into vector graphics, oh yeah, you're gonna have fun with that one. If you're into Photoshop, you know, that's something I can't really, I could do Photoshop, but if I want something to look good, I'll pass it off to a colleague and say, here you go, have fun. They can whip that stuff out quicker than I could. Like, here's your Photoshop, have fun. Yeah, so if you're not a fan of black plates and bricks, this set has a lot of plates, yeah. Kind of curious to see what the functionality is on this. Like, what does it actually do? I think there was 2 bags. I think bags 9 and 10 were duplicates. So I think there might be a mirror in here. I got to build 4 of those. Well, that's going to be fun. I think I'd rather be at the dentist than doing this. Oh, you know what this reminded me of? If anybody remembers that Black Panther set, that big warship I had to build. Yikes. Yeah, that's what it reminds me of. Hoping this one would be a little fun, but you know, like I said, I don't know. The play value could still be good. Alrighty. May have to break it down into smaller segments too. I'll check the recordings as I go, and if it is getting long, I really keep the file size a bit on the smaller size, about an hour or so. Because putting all that together is like 500 pieces. And this goes right in here. Move these guys way over here. Yeah, I only have, when they sent this stuff to me, I think I have like 8 or 9 days to get everything done before I can reveal them. So not a whole lot of time. And we all came to the conclusion, though, that this is meant, doing these set reviews is meant for full-timers, you know, somebody who's retired. So I'm probably going to have to... Oh, Lego, you didn't use the rotation in here? So I can get sloppy on my own building guides and I have to put that in? All right. Telephone bases to lock that in, huh? Just about done with bag 2. Yeah, this will be actually the first round that I'm going to be doing. Let's start with the 1x2s first. That I'm going to be doing the with the laptop in terms of editing videos real quick. And I want to see how fast I can blast through these. Building them, this is a physical labor job, so I have to do this. I can't just put it in the computer and let it crank out. I'm sure there's artificial intelligent programs that can write up the review, but it doesn't do me any good. And all right, there it is. Okay. And we got more studs we got to place on there. So bag 2 does some kind of hoist or some type of grappling hook thing. We'll just call it, bag 2 does the mechanical stuff. It does have some unique colors and some parts, like these are in coral. I can always use coral. Like these would be great for maybe like a sofa or something. I mean, I don't know who would have a sofa that color in their house, but still something different. Okay, we got a bunch of extra parts here. Did I forget to put some palisade bricks somewhere? Huh. Alright, I got 2 palisade bricks and one of these. There's a window frame that goes right here. Oh, wait a minute. The window goes right here. Does it matter which way it goes? We don't know, huh? Yeah, but I got I got a bunch of palisade bricks here in this. Unless it goes on the side. Let me look here. It was the string that threw me off. Yeah, that's where this goes. Well, thankfully, I don't have to do too much damage there. I can just pop that back in there. Now, I'm not sure where the palisades go. Because I don't think LEGO would be that generous to throw in extra parts. I'm going to backtrack here and make sure. Alrighty. See, sometimes I'll make mistakes too, especially if it's a theme that it looked fun and it's kind of dry. I think this is going to be more of just a. I can't wait to play with it, but the build's just kind of dry on this. I don't see where those palisade bricks go unless they rolled into something. Huh. Well, let's put these in here. Let me keep it the way it is in the book because I'm getting lost here. Yeah, because when I was doing the thumbnail, And that could have been it. They could have rolled into another bag. I try to keep them from doing that, but I'll take a closer look and make sure we're not missing anything. Yeah. All right, let me look here. So there's palisade bricks here in the front, and then there's some right back here. That's all I see. But this is all what we have remaining, so where did these go? Let me make sure one more time here. Now the palisade bricks go here next. Did I forget them? Hold on. Those are studs. There's palisade bricks here. Okay, I put those in. Like I said, I could have made a mistake too. That's why I don't, I mean, I could be like a lot of the other guys and just speed build through this. And you'd never know if I mess up or not, huh? But the whole goal about this is to present you, the viewer, with an actual build experience, not with, hey guys, look what I did. I scripted my videos. I censored it out so it looks like I made no mistakes. And that doesn't do you any good. Okay, I think I know where the missing palisade bricks are. They're way down in here, right in there. So how do I get that in there? Just gonna, well, just wiggle that loose, and we'll stick that back in there. Well, I survived the string thing, so that's probably why it was kind of flimsy there. And I'll just pop this loose. So, there we go. Well, something came apart. Yep. Well, the shit's really coming apart on it, huh? Okay. Oh, I did have somebody tell me not to cuss in these. Sorry, but if you're looking for a scripted build, I can point you to some YouTubers that do those. I'm not, as long as I'm not saying something really bad or cussing people out on here, which I'm not going to do, that's fine. And that's it. And actually, the only thing we have remaining is one stud. That's not bad at all, considering the mess I had. Okay, now we're going to dive into bag 3. We haven't hit the sticker sheet yet. And so far I've spent about 40 minutes in film time. So what does that mean? Well, that just means I've spent 40 minutes, so I have a feeling this is going to be about a 2-hour build just for the next segment. But there's not a whole lot to go through here, so maybe we'll get lucky and we'll breeze through this one. Just have to watch the colors of your tiles because they show coral and this dark pink almost the same color. Is it critical? Probably not. So these two colors in the manual, they always, there's a slight little bit of a shade between the two, but other than that, it's really hard to tell. If you're colorblind, it's going to look all the same to you. And then now we're working in here. So bag 2 essentially did the mechanical part. Alright, see, they tell you to use these two, but not the dark one. So don't use these, you're going to use these. Yeah, it's a, what is this, the belly or something of it? Okay, that thing kept bothering me. It was just rattling. Every time I'd press a part down, you'd hear it Yeah, it's been like cool here. You know, I hear about Texas and they're hitting in the hundreds. A lot of states are hitting in the hundreds right now. Out here, for some reason, here it is. Here it is in June, getting close to July. We're like 25, 30 degrees below average. I mean, it's like in the 70s, low 80s here. It's just really cool. So it's nice to go outside and you go for a jog or something and not have to worry about getting a heat stroke. So that's always good. And now we got to use the dark ones. So at least we're getting some colors in here. But yeah, I think city sets are pretty fun to do. Friend sets are fun. These novelty sets, you know, for an adult's perspective. I'm not into this theme, or not the theme, but the cartoon. I'm sorry, animation. Somebody corrected me on that earlier. The animation, I'm just not into it. So, yeah. This is probably a bed or something. Maybe that's what that is. Why would you have something that nice in there? Probably a bed for something to sleep in. And I think we need white telephone bases. Here? Okay. One tile here. This is more meant for little fingers than big grown hands to get in there, huh? Alright, so far so good. And some of the darker tiles, I think that's the only two we have. Remember, this color was so evasive at one point. Now I need to... I've been slowly buying parts, and oh yes, I got another parts haul coming in. And I haven't bought parts in a long time, so I kind of went double on the parts. Usually my budget's like 50, but this time I went close to 100. And I thought, well, I'm just going to get some of the essentials now. I won't be able to do one of the mocks I was hoping to do this year, but it'll be next year that I can do it. Yeah, this has to be a bed. I mean, that's the beauty about doing these. You don't know what you're building at first. You just have to kind of guess, you know. Oh, I remember these. They were in that Everyone's Awesome set. These kind of colors, so I always like getting bricks in some weird colors because when I was a kid we didn't have all those. Yeah, it's going to come to time now. I got to rip apart the campground. I don't keep my displays, but here's the deal. That campground, if you look at my YouTube banner on my main channel, it's backed up. That means I can rip that whole entire scene down. There's tutorials for everything except for the terrain, but the terrain is backed up into stud. So I can literally build that thing down piece by piece. All right, well, things are getting a little better in here now. I'll show you here in a second. So we have a pile of dog poop in here apparently, huh? So it's one of those little chocolate ice cream toppers that looks like a pile of dog poop. You know, if anybody remembers the public bathroom tutorials that I built, didn't have that piece back then, would have been perfect. Well, we do, so So basically, put the pile of poop in there, and then we cover it up. So maybe we have to make so no one's gonna know where that smell is coming from, huh? Is that how we're doing it? It's just right there. Maybe that's where the dog pooped at under the table. I was hoping these would be about 10 minutes per bag, but Jay, what's the rush? No rush. I'm just, you know, when I build stuff like this, I always look at how they're built and thinking I could have sped through this a lot faster. So here we have 2 mirrors here. So we're going to build both of these at the same time. And it'd be a lot easier doing it that way. Yeah, I appreciate you guys and gals watching. You can always comment too and just kind of say I like the set, I don't like the set. You can always request for improvements on how I do the videos and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. Okay, so everything up to this point here is the same except for these. I think it was Dan was saying something about one of the Disney set. I read your comment about he thought it was a dot set. Yeah, that's essentially what that was, is a dot set in disguise. There's another poop piece. And these go here. So far it's colorful. So far the colors it's a little colorful there. I think there's supposed to be studs in those holes. But there's not. I thought there'd be studs in there, but there's not. We have 2 studs here, so I don't know. Let's make sure. Yeah. Hey, it looks good to me, and that's what we have remaining. Moving on to bag 4. And so bag 3 essentially did what appears to be a bedroom. Maybe it's a houseboat, we don't know. And oh, now we're hitting the stickers. So the first 3 bags, you're safe. And we're defacing beautiful tiles for these. Yeah, let's just keep it clean. I already said my bad word for the day. That right there. Number 6. I don't know if I can even get it off. I guess it's a painting, but I thought it was a TV screen or something. I mean, you probably could. And then it goes right here above the bed. Yeah, if you're building this, you're going to have that string flop around for a while, so, you know, have fun. Hope I'm recording. I don't think my nephew understands is when I'm done, I'm turning off the internet for the night. I don't want to be kept up all night. Yeah, that's here's the deal. When I was a kid, why did the parents always made the rules? I never understood it. Well, now as an adult, well, I don't have kids, so I can't. I'm told not to worry about it, but still, if it's the bills are in my name. So therefore, I can turn it off anytime I want, huh? can't complain because, yeah, at least what my parents did. Oh, you want to complain? Here, we'll sign the bill over to you. And you got to pay it every month. Even back then, getting maybe $5 a week for allowance. We're talking 80s money, or even 90s. So I didn't have an allowance when I was a teenager. It was called Get a Job, but even that wasn't enough. Alrighty. And then this goes right here. I don't know what that does. I hope we're not having stud launchers placed in here. Jay, it must be hard living with you. No, it's just back in the old days. This was like when I got done with work. I didn't like being at home because it was just too quiet. So I would like watch a movie or something when I got home. There was always some noise. But now it's kind of like when I do these, I just kind of want to relax and not have to hear somebody cuss at a game. But you know. Okay, I see what goes, where everything goes. I mean, I cussed a lot. I still cuss a lot today. I still get, Jay, you actually cuss? I'm like, yeah, I cuss a lot. I try not to do it. I don't do it with video tutorials and mocks. On my main channel, I think I may have cussed one time on there, and of course, I got scolded by a few people. Oh, I can't have my kids watching if you said the S word. Well, it was either that or a different choice of words. And my channel is not intended for kids. You know, the second thing. When I first started the YouTube channel up, that was it. You know, it was meant for adults. It was never meant for children, and plus it was supposed to be just a blogging channel. It was never meant to be Lego. And now I kind of keep it like, I know families sit down and watch the tutorials with their kids. That's why I don't cuss on that one at all. Here, this is just a live build. Okay, that goes all the way over there. You gotta love these 1x12s. You can easily break them, but they're really good for linking things together. Looks like I have some access in there, huh? So I can still get in there with my adult hands and put the stuff in there. And then the next thing is I'm gonna place these in here first. You need 6 of these. And then I'm gonna place these down like that. Oh, that's cool. So they wrapped around those. I already knew about the wrapping around, but you gotta love these type of... Uh-oh, hold on. I gotta take something out here. I think they meant... There's 2 different colors. So I have to borrow this brick separator here. This thing's getting pretty warm. I have it stuck behind the viewfinder so I don't lose it, and 2, it keeps the camera cool because the LCD screen is kind of like right behind it, and that's what warms it up. So I do it like that, just kind of give it some air. Yeah, but I am the key keeper. I make the rules. Everybody gets their turn. I'm like, he sleeps in so late. Yeah, it's summertime. He deserves time off. I'm thinking I do too. You know, one time he's like, I want to have the house to myself. And And I thought, no. You know, I can just picture coming back and half my house is torn up. You know, kids are the, oh, so-and-so's not home. I'm going to invite a friend over. And the next thing you know, that one friend turns into a whole group of people. There's 2 studs that go in here. Okay, I think I found out where those missing studs were at. They go in there. I've been throwing my leftover parts in this old tent that I built. So let me pop those out. Now we know where we found the missing pieces at. I'd find them eventually, but... And no, I never had wild parties at my parents' house because I would not be alive today. But kids today, they can just run rabid and you can't do nothing about it. Of course, we have a few teenagers in our group that you can tell they're well behaved. All right. Okay, we gotta put some creepy claws on this thing here, like a rib cage. Alrighty. And we gotta build 6 of these. Alrighty, so that's a... You know, it also kind of reminds me of, if anybody remembers the Monster Fighter sets. Yeah. But those were fun, though, because I was into that whole monster stuff. And now it's, I don't know. I wish LEGO would just get into Walking Dead. I mean, I know we got to keep things family friendly and all, but maybe I may have to build some of my own mocks with that. Get some old run-down, beat-up minifigures and just have them run amok, and then have the gun closet prepared, ready to go to take care of the zombies from raiding. Especially those little friend dolls with the little holes in their heads, where the zombie sucked out the brains. Oh, wait a minute, maybe those dolls never had brains in their heads, huh? Maybe the zombies are trying to put intelligence in there. That's what it is. I don't know. And that's how we're doing it there. So... yeah. They try to match this up as close as they could. And then the step here says fold them down, which is what we did. Let's make sure I get it right. Yeah. And then, oh, excuse me. That's what I do in my building guide, so I have to show that they hinge down. Because even I would get confused, so I've even had to do that on my own builds as well. And there's some studs here, I can't forget those. Yeah, I gotta really get this stuff cut off my head. It just keeps falling in my face. Even at my age, hair just grows so fast, I can't slow it down. Half my workforce, a lot of these guys have already gone bald. My apologies if anybody's like that, but it's hair. My hair was a trademark when I was younger. It was my signature, and I don't want to lose it. So when I shower, I always wash it in cool water and detangle and all that stuff. Okay, so this sits here. Wait a minute, how does that go in? Wait a minute. Okay, so you put this in here, I didn't pay attention. It's got to be like that. All right. Huh? Oh, it goes right there. Okay. That'll really annoy you, huh, if I kept doing it for a while. All right. Yeah, get that off without a brick separator. And without using your field knife, too. And this goes up here. Where does it go exactly? I think it goes right here. There we go. This stupid grappling hook is getting on my nerves. There. It's like, seriously, stop flopping around. And then this goes here. And then we have a handle that goes right there. It'd be easier if I peel this up first. Leave that open and then I can close it down. I just don't want to press in the middle, but there you go. You just lift that up and you can hop into bed instantly. Kind of wish LEGO would send me some LEGO City camper sets, like caravans and stuff like that. I was hoping to get a few of those. Maybe still, but... Somebody had said, well, Jay, you've been making campers longer than LEGO. No, LEGO's been making trailers longer than I have. It's just now things look a little more realistic. And that's what we have remaining for bag 4. Okay, we haven't hit this big bulk bin I have over here. But we're going to be proceeding on with bag 5, and we've only used 1 sticker. That means we're going to be probably bunched up with stickers close to the end. And let's get going here. We're almost done with this installment. So yeah, I think 5 bags is comfortable for these. I don't think I can survive doing 7 of them. Although that would get me halfway, but still, I don't want to overexert myself. And then 2, it's easier to break it down into portions and to just to kind of get them edited easier, so I don't have to sit and have to go through a whole entire lengthy video. One thing I wish LEGO would do is put highlights around the parts. Why they don't do it? Why they don't, I don't know. Oh, you know something I also thought of would be a cool trip too, a good solo trip. Did it when my parents did it when we were little, but to take a trip on the Pacific Coast Highway and just go drive and just, it's hard to do it when you're driving though, but just to drive through there and then, you know, find a place, pull over, as long as you have cell service, and just look for POIs or points of interest and just do that. And just thinking about that. All right, we're going to be doing a sub-step here. So I can safely say now that this is not a family build. Well, it's a bad thing, but yeah, I was thinking about that. I remember there were some places off the Pacific Coast Highway where I would like to visit. And when you're with older people, they don't like to do anything fun. So it's like, what would I like to do? And I thought, I mean, I hate driving, to be honest. But then again, and plus gas is going up. And the places I'm going are not really EV friendly. That means I got to use the gas car. And though I don't have an EV yet, I'd still really like to get one. mainly for local driving. Like to run to the store, but I've been watching the news on the lithium-ion batteries exploding. So I don't think I want to have that parked in my garage. Matter of fact, I need to get some new plates from my truck, but the DMV wants me to go down there in person and wait all day just so I can get 2 new plates. They'll have to take, they want to confiscate the old ones that are peeling off. Out here you can get arrested for, there's 2 laws. You got to have a front license plate now. They made that a law so they can get more money. And 2, if your license plate's paint is appealing, they'll get you and put you in jail for it. They don't give you a fix-it ticket, they'll put you in jail. That's what I was told anyways. And they'll pound your car, tell you can fix it. Well, how am I going to fix it if it's impounded, huh? Yeah, that's kind of why I want to get out of this miserable place, to be honest. Before I can even think about a trip, I got to get that squared away. Sub-step. Yeah. And this actually goes through the bottom. Well, it's supposed to. And it goes right there. All right. Whoops. Well, there should be something in there, huh? Yeah, this thing's going in here next. Yeah, I got an idea. I'd like to build this certain mock. I can't tell you anything else about it, but I'd really like to build it. And it's going to involve terrain. That's all I can tell you. That's it. I'll leave it up to your imagination, but it's something I've been kind of wanting to build for quite some time, just for fun. And it'd be something a little different nobody else has ever built in Lego. Those are always the fun things to do. And there's a tile that goes right in there. Just about done here, folks, and that is it. Alrighty. Now, I'm assuming that there's one that goes on the other side, too. And how I know that is it shows it on the other page. So I'm just going to flip it around and do it like that real quick, just so I can declutter the workbench. What's a workbench, Jay? This is the workbench here. I call it a workbench because I'm working on it, right? This is the Lego shop. And we got the workbench. Not a Lego room, it's not a toy room, it's not a man cave, although you could probably call it that. But yeah, that's it. And this goes like that. And how far does it go in? Is it stopped there? I mean, it would have to. They show a slope here. I must have forgot it. This whole thing is starting to crumble apart. There's supposed to be a slope there. Oh, it's here. Let me make sure. Yeah, okay. That's how it's supposed to be. Why don't we put this at the bottom? It would have been easier just to attach that whole thing in there. And then there we go. We're missing something here. Okay, no, I did make a boo-boo. All right. This thing is so confusing. You got to be careful with it here. All right. Yeah, now we're getting things falling off. All right. These friction forks are supposed to line up with one another. So that means that this sits right here. Okay, so that's how that goes. Now it looks good. You got to be very careful there. So I would have almost made a mistake there. I would have been throwing the whole build off. So I have a feeling we're going to be doing the same thing on the other side. So I'm just going to work on both sides here simultaneously. And so if this guy goes here, there's a hole down there, huh? Well, there's a hole in there, so I don't think it matters. It's what it showed it. All right, so it goes like that. It shows the hole there. So if you think you forgot something, no, you didn't. That's just how they want it. And, oh, there it is. Almost fell on the floor. This one here goes on the other side. Yeah, so far the build now doing this is not terribly bad. It's interesting, but, you know, to say the least, but it's not something I was dying to put together. Still kind of, you know, is it relaxing? The start of it was kind of boring, but so far the stickers are pretty mild, so I haven't had any issues with those or anything like that. Alrighty. Okay, now probably not done yet. Okay, blah, 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 blah. Okay, these go on the top. To wrap around. And then that's it for bag 5. Now, for my quick assessment on this project, yeah, so far the build is okay. I'm trying to get into it. This is what we have remaining. And so far, bags 1 through 5 build just 2 minifigures. Well, a voodoo doll, a minifigure, and this right here with a little bedroom inside. That's essentially what we've done. So, yeah, not a whole lot with this. So tell me what you think of the set so far. I don't know, it'd been nice if it was a pirate ship or something, but, you know, I mean, it is what it is. Tell me what you think of it so far.